welcome to the Soul Infused Monday show. So, this is your show to be inspired and to have a meaningful week. And today's topic is one of many of my favorite topics. It's really about how to create a powerful morning routine. And why is that important? Why is it important to have a powerful morning routine? It's because how you start your day will set the tone for the rest of the day. So that means it depends on how you're going to feel throughout the day, what level of energy you have, what you can accomplish. So it's super, super crucial. And I'm going to share a lot of information you do want to you want to take notes. So grab a pen, a paper, grab some water. Let me know if you're hearing me. And I'm going to give you an overview in just a second so that you know what to expect and to see if you are actually here in the right place today. Okay, yay, sound is back. Wow, fantastic. Hi, guys. Yeah, leave me a comment below, say hello. And so let's start right to it. As a little overview, I'm going to give you an analogy or metaphor on what does it mean to start with an A. So I'm going to start with that, and then I'm going to give you plenty of tips and strategies, tools for creating a powerful routine or to up-level the one that you are already currently using. Towards the end of the episode, I also have a free resource for you today that you can download that will help you with some of the things that I'm going to share and that will help you to keep your energy high. So you want to stay until the very end. And I do also have a few bonus tips for you today. So you do not want to miss a minute. Okay, so sip of water. And if you do have a question, please leave it in the comment section below. And if you're listening to this and you cannot leave a comment for whatever reason, send me an email. I'm always happy to get your answers and your feedback. Start your day with an A. What does that actually mean? And I give you a little bit of an analogy. So imagine you start school, school system, and I grew up in Germany, so we didn't have A, B, C, D, E, F. We have 1 to 6, but it doesn't matter which school system you are. You will get the principle. So if you start a new school year and you start your first grade or you start school with an F, with a bad grade, you're going to have a hard time throughout the rest of the year to catch up, to feel good, to kind of like keep that level. Stay down there. So if you start with a bad grade or if you start with an F, it's kind of like you're less motivated, you feel less good, and you kind of have to make a bigger effort. And it's kind of like an energy of catching constantly up and running behind. Okay. So, and obviously that's not going to be as joyful. You're not going to be as relaxed. You're not going to have the motivation. It's just not a good feeling to start your first year of school with an F, right? So imagine you would start your school year, your life, your day with an A, meaning when you start your day with an A, you have such a great foundation. From there, you can either just keep it there, even when you drop for whatever reason and you get a C or you get a whatever grade, a worse grade, you can bounce off of it and you still kind of like have the foundation for the rest of the year. Does that make sense? Right? So that's what I mean by starting your day with an A, so that you can build on that. And by the end of the day, you feel accomplished and you kept your energy versus just running behind, being stressed out and all over the place, right? So now I want to say that whether you already have a powerful morning routine or whether you are in the total beginning and you're just getting started, either way, this will be beneficial for you. And by the end of the episode, you will either have a plan and enough tools to create powerful routine that you can start with, or you can take your current routine to the next level. Okay. And some of the things you've heard before, you know of it, And at the same time, we need repetition. And sometimes we need to hear something 1,000 times before it sinks in, or before it's maybe relevant in that moment. So I invite you to stay completely open to receive whatever it is that you are meant to receive today. To take a nice deep breath, relax, and let's get into some of the tips. Okay? And do me a favor, if you do hear, if there's any trouble with the sound or something, leave me a comment below. And otherwise, here are my first tips. I want to start first, before I first give you something practical, as a little bit of a mindset or pre-step in order to create a powerful morning routine. Meaning that what you can do is to first set your mind to it. Meaning you want to decide. You want to decide that you want to have a morning routine that will uplift you, that may make you feel good. And I'm actually curious, now that you're listening in, why do you want to create a powerful morning routine? Why? But in a nutshell, just one short, whatever, even one word would be enough. And even if you share that, if you do, because it's great feedback and I always love to connect and engage with you. But ask yourself the question, okay, why is this important to me? Why do I want to have a powerful morning routine? Why? Right? It's just tune into that. And here it could be to center yourself, right? Like here, it could be to center yourself, and some other ideas. It could be to provide grounding and clarity. I love that. Yeah, beautiful. Why is this important to you? What do you want to do with it? And then the first, you want to decide. First is good. What's your decision? It's like, you know what? I am going to be committed. I'm going to take the time to create this morning routine. So you want to do that first. Decision, commitment, and set the intention. Okay, super, super important. You want to do that because otherwise anything you're going to learn today might just be flown out of the window just an hour later. Okay. Yeah, it could be like going in the right direction for the day in both mind and body. Beautiful. Okay, so you want to do this first. Set your mind to it, decide, and commit. And also, I want to invite you, some of the things I'm going to share might be great to listen and say, oh my God, this is great, this is what I want to do. And some of the things might create resistance in you. Pick what works for you. And also remember or be aware that every time you are changing a pattern or you want to change a behavior, it will create discomfort because it's new. It's okay, right? It's not doesn't have to be overnight. It's a process that you get to do and keep doing. All right. So one of the tips that I always give, and it's depending on when you get up in the morning, is especially if you don't have a routine yet and you want to add it to your current day, and in order to not get stressed out about time or whatever, is what if you just stand up 15 minutes earlier than usual? Just 15 minutes. I'm not talking about an hour, I'm not talking about 3 hours, like start where you're at. And if you are already advanced and you have a powerful morning routine, but you feel like there's something missing, you might even like level that up. But first tip is get up earlier and set the intention to take quality time for yourself. A powerful morning routine has to start with yourself, not by, and of course, there are always exceptions. So take what is relevant to you. If you have a newborn that needs to be fed, you might not say, hey, sorry, I'm going to feed you later. Okay, let's kind of like humans as well. I'm not saying neglect your babies, okay? All right. So, but get up earlier. Get up 15 minutes earlier and set the intention to, and that's the minimum of minimum. Like if you don't take at least 15 minutes a day for yourself to start your day, then I don't think you actually gonna set anything enough in motion. If you've never taken any time for yourself ever, then start with 5 minutes. But if you don't have like 15 minutes for yourself in the morning, you really don't have a life. And that might sound harsh. And again, that might resonate with you or not. And whatever creates resistance in you, just drop it and listen to the next one. So now that you've got up earlier, the question is, what are you going to do with your time, right? That's the thing. As energy follows attention, everything you do in the morning, like any time throughout the day, what you focus on, you will create more of. So my next tip is, do already something before you get out of bed. Okay, listen to this. Like, so there's things that you can do when you are waking up, before you even go to bed. And have you noticed that when you wake up, sometimes, not always, but sometimes we don't feel so great? I'll give you an example. This morning, myself, I had like a weird dream. Something was really weird, and not like a nightmare, but just a really weird dream. So I woke up, I had physical pain this morning, some physical pain. I had like a weird dream. So I didn't wake up like in a petal of roses and you know, like divine music chiming out from the sky. Like most people don't get up and feel like ta-da, right? So that's okay. So, and the first thought in general that we have in the morning is totally unconscious. It's not a conscious choice, thought. So you want to do something before you even bed. First, notice first thought, and then with choosing awareness, you choose a different thought. And here are a few things you can do before you get out of bed. Set an intention for the day before you get up. It could be whatever it is that you want to accomplish. It could be the intention, my intention is to be in the present moment with love and gratitude for the rest of the day. It could be the intention to be kind to yourself, whatever your intention is. You set the intention while you're still in bed. You take 3 deep conscious breaths while you're still in bed. You can do that while you're doing the intention. You can repeat an affirmation or mantra while you're still in bed. And one very powerful one is, think of something you're grateful for. Use gratitude before you even jump out of bed. And again, energy follows attention. Your mind first wants to go, oh my God, I feel this, or oh, this goes to the negative, right? Think of one thing that you're grateful for. So before you even get out of bed, you have already set something in motion, okay? So do something before you even get out of bed, okay? And if this is something that is valuable, just click the like button. And yeah, I appreciate your comments. I know that the sound is not so good today. I don't know why. I apologize. I have no idea why is it sometimes great and why is it not, because it's always the same setting. So it is unfortunate, but there's nothing much I can do about it. So, but I appreciate your comments, and please keep telling me this. No, right now at this moment, I can't really do anything about it. I'm just gonna, okay. I appreciate though, really, thank you for your feedback. I have no idea why that is. It's a mystery, it's a mystery. Let me just check one thing. No. Okay, so if this is valuable to you, just the intention and to do something before you get out of bed, leave a comment below and say yes, okay? All right, so we have that. Let me see if I forget anything that I had in mind for in bed. So now that you get out of bed, of course, you might want to use a restroom, obviously. And other than that, just really focus on doing something right after that. That's going to be some sort of self-care, a routine, or something that will set the tone for the rest of the day. Here are a few pointers. You want to drink water. This is a very important one. This is a very important one. And you might think, oh, duh, Sonia. No, I can't tell you. Most people are dehydrated, chronically dehydrated. During the night, you detox. During the night, your liver is working like crazy. So you wake up dehydrated. Everyone does. right? So, and that's okay. That's totally normal. So, but you want to replenish that. The same is like start with an A. If you don't replenish throughout the day, you cannot catch up on hydration by the end of the day. You just cannot. You can't drink 3 liters of water and then you're good. No, you want to drink water, enough water. Prepare it even before, like have at least, from like start with whatever works for you, but 2 big glasses of water in the morning. And if you are a coffee drinker, and I'm not against coffee or anything, I don't drink coffee, so that's not an option, like an issue for me. But also be aware that when you drink coffee and you don't drink enough water, that dehydrates you even more, and your liver is even more busy to detoxifying or working. So if you do enjoy coffee, and it might even be part of your morning routine, and that's fine, make sure that you drink at least the same amount, but I would say at least double the amount of water. I would say double the amount of water than you drink coffee. Okay. Yeah, Tahira is saying perfect sense and so simple. Yes, thank you for saying that. Here's one of the things, even though that was one, I have a few bonus tips at the end, but one bonus tip I want to give, keep it simple. We so often think, oh my God, I have to up level my morning routine. I have to add this. It has to be so fancy and so overcomplicated. No. Simple basics to start the foundation: breath, water. And the third is movement, and there's more, but the third is movement. Move your body. And again, don't overcomplicate it. I don't care what you do. It could be one yoga pose. It could be 3 quick stretches. It could be a dance. You know, I love dancing. One song, one push-up, a jumping jack. I don't care. Yoga. And so many, like, yoga is such a popular thing. It's like, oh, it needs to be something spiritual, whatever. Like, if yoga is not your thing, just drop yoga, you know, like just do something that you enjoy. It's so crucial, because when you wake up, you're also stiff. Everything is like kind of like energetically like a mush. So by movement, breath, and water, you already have like the basics. If you don't have those basics, it's really hard to go higher than that. Okay, keep it simple. Yes, love it. So water, of course, I haven't mentioned that yet, but I'm going to mention several things. And again, you don't have to do all of them, obviously. You can. And the more time you have in the morning, I mean, I've been doing this for like 2 decades, working on myself and kind of up-leveling my routine. I mean, I have easily 2 hours in the morning where I just self-care and do everything I want. I get up very early, though. By the time that it's like 8 o'clock, I've already had 3 hours of my day. You don't have to do that. I love it, right? So you don't have to use everything, but you want to use what you can and to add on. What is my number one tool that I keep preaching about for years? Meditation, obviously. Start your day with a meditation. I personally recommend energy-based meditation that includes the 4 flows of energy. This alone could be a whole show by itself, and I spoke about this many times, so there are many resources for that. So I'm not going to go deeper into this in this episode. Meditation, big one. Take a nice deep breath. Just take a nice deep breath right now. Just ground, set an intention. Practice something that you just learned, even if it's just for a second. Just practice something that you just learned. A breath, a movement, water. Okay, great. So these are the main pieces, the big pieces, right? Get up early enough, set the intention. You gotta put yourself first. You gotta do something for yourself, period. You might have to do some deeper inner work to remove any obstacles, any blocks, beliefs. And again, you adjust it. Maybe for you, it's like, just increase it a little bit. You don't have to feel like 100% better in 10 minutes, right? Take every day a little bit. Another thing that is great to do in the morning is to listen to something inspirational or uplifting. Meaning it could be a meditation, but it could be also affirmations, it could be a specific podcast, it could be an audiobook, or your favorite soul teacher, it could be a high frequency song, anything that helps you to connect and spend quality time with you and to set the tone for the rest of your day. Okay, let me know if you have any questions so far of anything that I just shared. Let me know if you have any questions. And I'm going to go in a moment to some extra bonus tips on the things that I shared. And 2 resources real quick, 2 free resources actually, on what to listen to in the morning or any time of the day. What you focus on is super important, and what you let in through your ears, through your eyes, through your mouth as well, through your thoughts is crucial and will depend on the energy you're experiencing. So you want to have a high vibration. So I have a free resource, like a high vibe sheet that you can, it's based on one of the Soul Infused Monday shows in the past, but you can just download. It's just 1 pager. And here is the link to where you can have that. And if I can actually put this here in the comment, I will that too. I'm going to leave a comment there, and you should hopefully be able to see that. That's the 1 free resource that I mentioned in the beginning that can help you with a few simple questions. Is this going to keep my energy high, or is that not going to keep my energy high? Super basic. All right, so a few bonus tips, and then let's complete this. So I want to see which bonus tips I have. Okay, one of my favorite bonus tips is, so the focus is on creating a powerful morning routine. One thing that you can do to set yourself up for success is to be already clear the night before what you're gonna do in the morning. Because if you wake up in the morning and you're looking for the right audio, or you're not sure which meditation to use, you're going to be distracted. We get so distracted so easily, super easy. So be clear the night before what you're going to do as your routine or first step or first 3 steps in the morning. The same thing, whatever you do in the morning, like if you want to meditate and it's a challenge, prepare your meditation cushion in front of your bed so that when you get up, you stumble upon it, or your running shoes, or your yoga outfit, like whatever it is, prepare it the night before. Your mind in the morning will talk you out of it so easily. So that's one of the bonus tips. Also with the water, bonus tip, prepare the water the night before. So you go into the kitchen and you see this glass of water. It's like, oh, I remember, right? Create a playlist is another bonus tip. Create a playlist of things that you can listen to so that you don't have to think about it in the morning. Music, affirmations, meditations, podcasts, whatever it is. Soul Infused Monday shows, maybe. Put your phone on airplane mode. Yeah, so that you don't get disrupted in the morning, and that you kind of like choose the time that you actually wanna be online. Yeah, take some quality time for yourself in the morning. Something else that I did want to remember, I'm happy I wrote this down here. When you create a new morning routine, unless you live by yourself, then it's kind of easy. Nobody will kind of be influenced by it. But if you have family, husband, wife, or whatever, communicate your new intention and routine. So number 1, so that they support you, and number 2, that they don't interfere with it. So communicate your intention so that they know why you do what you do, and it has nothing to do with them. Maybe you take less time for someone else in the morning and you want to communicate that. Okay, that's another tip. And also ask for support is also a great tip. Like if you know, hey, I'm going to be challenged by this, and you don't have like someone that holds you accountable and helps you, maybe you have a coach, maybe you work with someone. I'm always an advocate for having support in your life, so ask for support. And I've said this before, but one bonus tip is keep it simple. I'm not saying it's easy, but keep it simple. Okay? So I'm kind of running a little bit behind, but I know I had some audio issues, so I'm gonna be happy to do just a few more minutes. And I have one question that I'm going to answer here, if there is any. And before you leave, I just want to make sure I have everything covered. So I don't have time for this today, but this is super important, and I'm going to talk about this next week. So pay attention, stay another 60 seconds here with me. There are also certain things that you do totally not do in the morning. There are certain things you want to avoid in the morning that are crucial, that if you maybe do all this great, powerful morning routine, but you do those things, there are a couple of things that might totally mess up your morning routine. So next Monday on the Soul Infused Monday show, I'm gonna share with you the top 3, maybe a few more. I think I have 5 at least. But the top 3 things really that you want to avoid, absolutely, to set yourself up for success throughout the day. Okay? So let me recap very briefly. Set your mind to it. Make a decision, set the intention, commit to it. Potentially get up earlier, do something already in your bed, breathing, affirmation, intention, gratitude. You can even stretch and move in bed already, right? I do that, for example, in some form. Then when you get up, water, hydration, movement, meditation, inspirational input. And then you go and can build up from there, communicate your needs, ask for support, prepare the night before, and I guarantee it's going to make a huge difference. And also don't give up just because it didn't happen overnight. It's not that it's not going to work for you. It's a new behavior, a new pattern, a new strategy that will take time. So be patient with yourself. All right? Fantastic. So what is the most valuable thing you've heard today on this episode? What's your biggest takeaway? Tune in for a moment. Take a nice deep breath. Take another sip of water. What is your favorite or biggest takeaway from this show today? What's your biggest takeaway from this show today? And leave a comment below. What's your biggest takeaway? And leave a comment below. And tune in, take it and like absorb it, write it down, and make a commitment to do that tomorrow. So Jody is sharing, and I want to share that because I hear this so much, and I want to take the pressure off of all those people that think they should do yoga. If you do yoga, great. Yoga is fantastic. Great if you love it. But it's just one thing that you don't need to do yoga. All right. So she says, I love what you said about yoga. I so struggle with trying to liking it. You helped me realize to do something I do like instead. So Jody, I'm so happy. Like, and I'm so with you. You know, we have those conceptions about what a spiritual person should do or what is good. Like, just drop the yoga if it's not for you. And Debbie's takeaway does make a sense. Still doing since you told me it's unnegotiable. Yeah. Debbie has been working with me in the past one-on-one, and we worked on this really, really thoroughly, and it's a non-negotiable. I like that. Thank you for sharing, Debbie. And Debbie's takeaway is also start in bed. I think that's going to be a big takeaway for a lot of people who have already a morning routine. To add that little piece will make a huge difference. Yes, before you get out of bed, to use gratitude. Yeah, I see. That's a great simplicity. And remember to hydrate. Oh, so huge, Lynn. Yeah, that's such a great takeaway. And you're very welcome, Jody. And self-nurturing is so important. Take time for yourself with no distraction. Yeah, great takeaway, Tahira. Nurture yourself and take the time with no distractions. Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much for being here today. Thank you for listening in, for learning, growing, And take a moment right now, set your alarm, set a reminder, put it in your calendar next week on Soul Infused Monday show at 12 p.m. Eastern time, live on Facebook and on YouTube. What to avoid in the morning to set yourself up for success and you keep your energy high. Thank you so much for being here today. I love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will speak to you soon. Much love.